Rahul Srivastava, because he travelled through Gujarat for many days, and I had the opportunity, Rahul, to meet with Gopal Italia when I was in Ahmedabad recently. He's a feisty, pugnacious kind of young politician, but nobody nationally knew about him. In the way the BJP's taken out these old videos, started attacking Italia, they've given him some traction. Now, they could be doing this for two reasons. One, to split the vote, like Rajdeep and I were just discussing, and benefit in this election, or they sense a real danger from AAP and they want to quash the AAP challenge. Which one is it? You travelled, tell us what you picked up.
Rahul, I think the BJP is walking a very, very thin line in Gujarat this time. See, there is no strong anti-incumbency visible against the BJP, but there is definitely a very strong fatigue factor. Fatigue factor because you have ruled the state for very long. Your last two chief ministers have not really painted a picture which is anywhere close to Narendra Modi. There is a lot of corruption charges. There is a lot of unrest. In the last 2 months, in fact, there have been some 30-odd protests in which the government had to scramble by offering certain sops to the people. Prime Minister has unleashed a large number of inaugurations and schemes for Gujarat. The fact remains that somewhere, as you're right, the BJP is trying to prop up a bit of Aam Aadmi Party, but Mr. Italia, though unknown, has a very checkered past. You know, he is quite a controversy quoter. So he was an employee of the state government, he was a constable, he threw shoes as at a Minister of State, Pradeep Jadeja, he had a case of NCPCR against him. But now if you see what is happening, is that it seems that the BJP is targeting Italia. Now one, the Aam Aadmi Party's revdi, that sops which have been offered, especially the 300 units of electricity, is very popular. Why I say that? 1.6 crore electricity connections, 1.2 crore people consume less than 300 units of power. That's one target for Arvind Kejriwal. And that is why there is an increasing perception that what is happening to Italia is very similar to what happened to Hardik Patel in November 2017 last time around. Hardik had emerged as a threat.
No, but there is a difference. Hardik had the backing of the Patidar community. At that time, there was general discontent amongst the very influential Patidar community. The AAP is trying to counter-attack by saying Italia is also a Patidar, the BJP is anti-Patel, which is why they are attacking him. But Italia isn't the kind of Patidar leader that Hardik Patel was. That's a fact. Now, if they keep attacking him, he gets more traction, gets more name recall. He could potentially become, but at this moment he isn't. Someone like a Naresh Patel is a much bigger Patidar leader than someone like a Gopal Italia.
But Rahul, it seems that it's an attempt to attack the Aam Aadmi Party, target the image of the AAP.
Okay. Yashwant Deshmukh actually is running polls in Gujarat. They're not paying him for it, but we'll ask him nonetheless since he's a guest on the show. So please tell me, what are you picking up at this moment? Is, on a serious note, Yashwant, the AAP the actual competitor against the BJP in this election? Is the BJP doing this as part of Chanakya Niti? The more the AAP gains, the more the votes get split, the bigger the victory margin, which is what C.R. Patil wants. He told me when I met him that I promised I'll get more than 150 seats. It will be the biggest victory for Sahib, bigger than any that he won when he was Chief Minister. That's what I want to give to Sahib. Is that what they're working on? Or are they sensing danger from AAP?
Well, it doesn't seem like a danger at this point of time, Rahul, for a simple reason that, you know, our numbers for the ABP, when we pulled out, they were tracking somewhere around 17.5%. And that wouldn't be the number.
What is the concentration? How much of the 17% is coming from urban pockets? How much is coming from rural Gujarat?
Well, it is pretty much evenly spread. I mean, a little bit more on the urban and less on the rural at the point of time.
And is it widespread or is it concentrated? Is it dispersed or is it very concentrated in pockets? What's the ability to convert these votes into seats? How much is the margin on seats where they are close?
So far in the ABP C-Voter Tracker, we have realized that the growth of Aam Aadmi Party is quite secular and quite even right now at this point of time. And that is what something which is damaging the prospects of the Congress more than anybody else. So all said and done, any growth plan, it is pretty much like, you know, our ABP voter tracker during the Uttarakhand elections, Rahul, where at one point of time in Uttarakhand, Aam Aadmi Party was actually at around 18% in that tracker. But from there it fizzled out into, you know, like that 5-6%.
No, so you poll weekly, tell us what's the trend line? Is the AAP graph gaining traction in an upward slope, or is it plateauing at this moment?
This is a very make or break movement right now, and we'll know in the coming week. Because what I feel, from here onward, either Aam Aadmi Party's graph can go from 17, 18 to 25, 26, but or they can just land back to what their or their Uttarakhand figures were like, where they got the traction but they fizzled out. What it seems like, however, is that on the leadership rating, you know, in the AAP voter survey, we figured out that the number of people who were saying any AAP face was roughly around 16% as the CM preference. There was not a single leader of Aam Aadmi Party whose name was coming out as the one to be seen.